might pop in and say one thing to let his presence be felt, or post something to let his presence be felt. One thing he always does is he always throws up something about his man Johnny that he lost. That's something that's plagued him ever since that shit happened. That's something I've always seen consistent with 21 Savage on social media in the past 10 years. But I really feel like he done hit a tipping point and he couldn't take this shit no more. You feel me? And ultimately, I believe it's because somebody said something about him and it got back to him, because he said something in there that made me think that. But here's the starting tweets. He asks P from QC. He says, I told you to your face you did wrong at the party, but I never bashed you on the internet because it would have made the city look bad because you was putting all the young niggas, I guess he meant on, and that would have fucked up the money. Right? That's the first tweet. Then this is the one that made me feel like, you know what I'm saying, that somebody said something about him and it got to him, because like I said, Savage don't really speak unless he want his presence to be felt, right? It says, last year, I was the realest nigga for trying to stop Thug from exposing Gunna. Now I'm fake, laugh out loud. He asked Quavo and Offset and says, y'all niggas tell the world I put y'all on group text and told y'all squash it before it even got far. If y'all was still together, y'all would be unstoppable. This is something that we cannot dispute. This is something that we can't dispute. Now, there's the conversation.
Instant happiness is here at Rent Center. You can get instantly approved for up to $4,000. Shop for anything you want in store or online, up to $4,000, all without using credit. Go on, get happy instantly.
And I worked at QC. I don't know what really happened between Quavo and Offset. You know what I'm saying? There was all these rumors about the Sweetie shit, all this other stuff. I till this day, I don't know what happened. But yes, Quavo has been putting out music. And even the album, the Only Built for Cuban Links, when they put it out, it started to become a thing because they had some records. You know what I mean? It started to become a thing. But Takeoff lost his life in the midst of that. And I feel like even through Quavo's differences with Offset, even with his differences with Offset, through the passing of Takeoff, he's been searching. He's been searching. He's been searching for a sound. He's probably been searching for himself because he's not whole. All of his success came along with his nephew, and not only his nephew, but Offset as well. And that shit, ever since it's happened, I mean, Offset has been doing this thing. But when he had the situation with Lil Baby, you know what I'm saying? It changed. That was one of the things that really changed everything in Atlanta. You know what I mean? That shit changed shit for real. Especially in QC. Because I told y'all, man, I wanted to work with Offset. And then when I was like, damn, I don't get to work with Offset. You know what I mean? I was a little disappointed. But ultimately, that changed a lot. Because Baby, not only was he the hottest artist, but he's one of the most respected young niggas in Atlanta at this time. So you couldn't go against that. So him going against that, mad shit changed. Remember, Cardi B was being managed by QC at one point in time? That was no longer a thing. You know what I'm saying? Now we getting music. Offset had to get out of his situation, then we getting music. We just Offset.
Hi everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight. We've got some exciting basketball ahead. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy.
All right, now that we got that out the way, he asked Lil Baby as well, right? And he says, you one of the realest young niggas out this shit. Admit Slime was moving goalposts and we were standing behind him because we love him, my brother. And this is just, to me, it speaks to the situation with Gunna. Like I said, I feel like you cannot tell the stories of a Gunna or Lil Baby, the beginning of their success, without the stories being told together. You know what I'm saying? Like, they did an album. To the middle. I remember being at Lil Baby's Coachella show, and you know what I mean, walking to go see the show, and I'm walking through there with all the extra dudes, and you got
No
Gunner
good.
was right there. I mean, all of his team that he got that he with him was right there.
Here's
Baby
McCray.
brought Gunner out, you know what I'm saying? But that changed everything. And
Over in the corner, Doncic.
He's saying that
Some nice passing here by
Slime
Dallas.
is moving the goalpost as the
Stolen by
part
Brooks.
the telling
Here's
shit.
Collier.
Because what did Doug say, and
Iverson.
excuse me, what did Savage
Now,
say to
Wembanyama.
them? He told him, like, yo,
Good. And it's
I
Iverson who
believe
picks
that
up the assist.
right, like, he's doing that to
Wembanyama's
hurt
got
him.
his team on the board to
He
start
don't
the game
believe
for
that he was
Raleigh.
trying to hurt him. I
All sorts
myself
of
to this
time.
day, I
And
don't
he hits the
believe that
jump
Gunner
shot.
knew what he had to say.
Well, sometimes
When
it's
he
just
got up
this
on that,
easy.
when he got
He
up there
gets
with
the
it.
ball and
And
fires.
at that point, and at that very
Put on the
point,
bucket.
whomever recorded that video had to be from right there.
And here's Brooks.
So it's all about breaking shit up, right?
And the whistle blows. It's
Now,
going
this
to be
is
on
one of the
Kyle
most
Kuzma.
important. I'm saying this is
That's his
probably
first
the
foul.
most important thing for Savage to fight. Like Gunner and Thad. He said, y'all niggas fix this shit. Fix that shit. Y'all love each other, nigga. You knew Gunner was in
To the
the
paint.
and you told
Here's
the first time
Wembanyama.
you struck it with love.
Down
You know
low.
he was trying to
And Wembanyama
Hey,
throws it
nigga,
down.
fuck the streets. We ain't
Watch
get
out.
shit for the sun.
Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Right wing. Here's McCray. Buries it from three-point range. McCray's got 5 points so far.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka
You
Doncic.
know he was
And we
trying to
know
leave
the
the
question
game.
marks as far
Hey,
as
nigga,
conditioning
fuck the
and
streets. We ain't get
defense
shit
that
for the
led
sun.
to it. But hard to bet against the talent of his
I'm gonna keep
caliber.
it.
Several teams changing it up
When
here.
people talk about real, I look at real in the context of
1:56 left here in the opening
because
quarter.
there's a lot of idiots
Making
that
the
are
close
against it or
defensive
commit
play by
or
staying
the
strong. No
Even
panic,
here,
no sloppy.
the ultimate prize of being a
That's the
gangster
kind of
is
deed
jail
that you're
or
not
death.
going to find success
Which a
with.
lot
Guys,
of
you got to get a
most
hand in the
of
face.
everybody that we spoke to, or
Here's
Savage spoke to,
Wembanyama.
I think do that. I think we should share
This
the
break,
truth.
here they
I
come.
think we should share the bullshit. Feel me?
Pass to McCray.
And now I think that Savage is looking at
Now
it.
here's
That's
Doncic.
why I get freebie, huh? I don't know.
Here's McCray.
I didn't know.
I want
Takes
Savage
the three.
on
The shot good on the assist by Doncic.
for
11 points in the game.
album. I mean,
Oh, sorry.
Just so
and it was
sure
an
of
art
himself,
gallery.
like he just knew that was going in.
Artwork.
Now
And it was
Iverson.
dope, but I said to myself, this is something
Johnny Man South.
And again, no good by Raleigh. Here's Dallas. They're on a 13-4 run right now. And here's Doncic from the arc. Raleigh with the rebound.
And not to say that people want to feel savage. I don't think that's the case at all.
Wembanyama.
But it's just this crazy ass
That one good
vibe
for
within
two.
their city, within their culture,
Wembanyama's got
that's
6.
making their
And few
hip hop
defenders
suffer.
to ever play in this league have the ability to slow
This shit is suffering.
Wembanyama inside.
Now, another thing that I feel is,
And
you know,
fouls
there's
on the
also a
shot,
big
so he'll get a
misconception
chance at
that
the line.
everybody in the city,
Nice job baiting the defenders.
I want
to
that
draw
to
the
get fired or come
Now
down
it's
here
shooting
prior
their
to,
initial
you
free
know what I'm
throws of the
saying?
game right here.
What are
Both
these
good
people
from the
doing?
line that
But if
time.
you look at Rich on the corner,
Here's
is
McCollum.
no longer here. Savage in one of his, one of his songs on the
It's a
album.
4-second
I wish.
differential between the
You know
shot
what I mean?
clock
He
and
pays
game clock.
homage to all of the
Shoots from
four
12.
artists that
Offensive rebound.
passed in the past few years.
Howard.
Right? Kennedy, Rock,
Shooting
Pop
foul
Smoke, you know
as the
what I
whistle
mean?
blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And I can feel
It's
something
on
in this
Larry
nigga's
Bird.
music. You can feel that.
Playing with aggression, close in on that one.
This is his first free throw of the game. Oh, good on that.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
People are saying first thing about it in the school.
He doesn't get the second one. Pass to Bird. And so it's Dallas, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Dallas.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
Here's Collier, 7-point differential. Howard uses the glass to finish the layup.
Oh, great touch inside. She'll make a
and Kuzma slams it in.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That'll be his second foul of the game. Pulls up on the elbow. And it's Collier missing. Dallas moving the ball around. A wide open look for Bird. There's Bird with the three.
Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird terrific in the catch and shoot game.
And the dunk by Zubac.
What an excellent way to end that possession. There was some power on that play.
It's the Spurs.
Back to Leonard. Three-pointer. That one doesn't drop. Raleigh trails by 8. Gibby with it. Scoreless thus far. And he drives in. Comes up empty down low. Bird outside. Outside Leonard. Here goes Kawhi. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Oh, nice job protecting the rim. Turning an easy bucket into a miss.
Kuzma. Raleigh with the rebound. To the wing on the left. Bibby for 3. The shot, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Bird. Misses the baby hook. Raleigh trails by 8. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. And again, no good by Raleigh. Pass to Kuzma. And here's Bird for 3. It's rebounded by Bibby. Here's Raleigh now. Here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Well, it seems like all of these guys come into the league now with great handles, and Sharp is no exception.
Shot's good from Bird.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
What is technically the best considered the sports way? What is, the best approach? Everyone else playing a similar style. I mean, a lot of team style is let's get our best player the ball at once. He says that they're above. And so I don't know that he thinks they should change styles of basketball. Like,
Raleigh making a switch here.
Mitchell and Mariano, the first game
1:15 left in the second quarter. To the inside. White, good. White's got his first basket.
Well, listen, White doesn't fear anyone inside. He wants to get down low and cash in.
Doesn't go that time. Raleigh trails by 7. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. White's got his second bucket.
That's how you do it. She saw her teammate find some open space and sent the ball over.
And here is Raleigh now. Here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
We've heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
Back to Doncic.
Sure that he and the Spurs
Here's McRae. He's got 13.
what to do. They are coming off the best.
There's a triple. Yeah, listen, no good that time either. Here's White. Stolen away. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's Dallas. They lead by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway. In that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Philly trails by 3. Here's Sharp. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Here's Doncic. Wembanyama with the rebound. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength is just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
Doncic outside. From about 16, Brooks grabs the board.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a post.
Good things happen when you attack the basket. Oh, he went for the two-hander on the slam. You can see some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Nice speed to set that up. She's not looking for her own shot. She's looking for the best.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Dallas making a switch here.
But you think they should do something? I think they should do. I think their idea is terrific. But yes, and I get to talk about it's not a real battle. The Lakers have 17 championships.
3rd quarter play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Here's Collier. Good. That's Iverson who picks up the assist. Collier's got it all tied up now for Raleigh.
Well, because of Collier's ability to space the floor, she's exactly what you want in a forward.
Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Iverson. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Inside. The shot's good from Kuzma. And that's now 6 points for Kyle Kuzma.
Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high-percentage buckets. Putting that pass right in his stride, didn't have to slow up, and was able to complete the play.
And stolen by Sharp. And here's Iverson outside. Oh, Iverson from deep.
And it's encouraging seeing Iverson just bury the 3-ball. When he's got that shot going, he is basically unguardable.
So here's the deal. It's been much win for the season. And their quarterback standing. And when you talk about exercising demons, There is no play.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. To the middle. Wembanyama with the aggressive finish.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Dallas moving the ball around. Pass to McRae. Find the shoot. Dallas again missing. On the wing, Iverson. He's got 5. Now, Wembanyama. To the inside. Out to White. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. 15 seconds left to play here in the third. Out the run. And she lays it up and in.
Look at the burst. She puts it on the floor and converts her drive.
Porzingis with the steal. Good if it goes. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Raleigh leads by just 3. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
A lot of people last year, it led to him stealing the MVP from Mode Jackson on the very rare all-pro MVP split. With an all-person all-pro quarterback, but Josh was MVP. You already see the groundswell.
And the foul called on Larry Bird. That's foul number 2 for him.
Matthew Stafford stumbles. That could be just enough for Josh to win through.
Stolen by Bird.
That passing lane wasn't open for long. He closed it down in a heartbeat there to get the seat. And that was the right call. When you need a basket, those are the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
In the corner, it's Bird. Raleigh with the rebound. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Stolen by Bird. Nobody near Leonard. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And he's got a well-rounded skill set. Leonard's inside-out game is going to pose major problems for a long time.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away.
Here's the practice. Now this is a Rams practice, all right? It's against good teams in big games. And we see Sam Darnold hold like a chair. Show me you see those folks, Sam, not just those when you're playing big teams.
So both teams making some changes here. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Collier. Wembanyama left side. Allen Iverson on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here he comes, Iverson. Kuzma with the defensive effort. It's been a little while since they've been in the lead.
And that's why this is such an important possession for them.
Pass to McRae. And stolen by Sharp. Down low. Pass break, here we go. And Kuzma slams it in.
Well, Porzingis has a unique vantage point. So so he can find those open guys others might miss.
Now, here's Sharp. Doncic comes with the double team. And stolen by Kuzma. Out to the right wing. To the paint. And here's Porzingis for a three. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. The drive by Iverson. What a drive by Iverson.
He's a difference maker. Iverson with all the shots in his arsenal and ready to deliver.
Here's Doncic. And he drops him a layup off the glass. And Dallas leads 5-1.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession in the game.
To the inside. There's Kuzma.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just brings a huge shot at
McCray. Good. The assist goes to Doncic.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for space.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Basket in, and this game may be all over.
But the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the fun.
Here's Wembanyama. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Dallas with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. So they foul intentionally. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of two is good. That makes it a 7-point lead.
Eye-popping talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set.
Pass to Sharp. To the middle. Raleigh moving the ball around. Here's Iverson. And so it's Dallas winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it mattered most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For my friends Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Washington's Indianapolis Colts didn't get touched. They didn't get stopped. Great job offensive line. You had a decent game. Last week with the Colts, you put up 5 passing touchdowns. That's one for another one. You didn't get touched again. Now he's going to get some real defense. The big boys. Welcome to the NFL, Trevor Lawrence. You're back in playoff type atmospheres. Can you really get it done? Or are you fraudulent? Look. I don't see you as a prince. Some do. Thank you for saying easy W. Almost felt like they took it off. Fighting for themselves. The shots fired at Greg. No, the only reason you mailed it in. This one's worth two. So if you win this, you can take it all home. Patriots at Ravens. I don't know what this is. Your destiny game. Pat's trying to bounce back from the second half collapse. Strength versus strength, theoretically. The Ravens like to run. The Patriots like to stop the run. At least we used to. His injury has made our defense, run defense, a little excuses in the league. It's not excuses. It's called explanation. People are here for analysis. Now you talking about robes and I'm not saying robes. You're starting off here. This is worth 2. So you can just walk over this right now. We know it's a literal must-win for the Ravens. But this is a must-win for New England. All right? And here's why. Because you are on the verge of going from the doorstep of destiny to the doorstep of disrespect. The nerve of Vegas